Hello folks and welcome back to City Bus Manager. We are here on a bright new Saturday morning, or afternoon, I'm sorry. We have to assign some shifts to get buses out. And last time we went through and taking a look here, we added 2 new routes. We went in and added this one here, which I'm calling White House East or West. What did I call it? No, it's definitely White House. That should be White House East. I don't know what I was doing there. There we go. And then I have White House North, which is the one way up. And then we also added on here the ability to get from Reagan International Airport over to a ferry because, you know, if you go across the water in a bridge, the first thing you want to do is get in a boat that goes back to the other side. But that's one of the things. So we're going to embrace it and see what's going on with it. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. We're really not too far away from having our 50 trophies here, which is going to unlock new routes for us over in this area so that we can really start leveling up a bit more there. We need another bookmark. Okay. You can see actually for a Saturday afternoon, our routes are quite busy. We are going to have the one free bus, and it's a little worrying that, well, here comes one back in, so it's not quite as bad as I made it out to sound, but it is concerning that we're not really going to be able to grow routes right now without taking on either more loans or spending a lot of time just waiting for our fleets or everything to grow and get better. So it's a little hit or miss here of what we're actually going to wind up doing here. But while we're doing that, we are negative in the finances. Let's take a look at our tickets and see how we're doing there. So weekend, all sales are down. Previous 24 hours, that makes sense. But still bringing in money, even though it's 14% down. Investment-wise, we spent a bunch of money yesterday. Not as much as we did 3 days ago. Goodness gracious. And then finance-wise, we are making, like yesterday, we made more money than we've ever made before. But we have to have some more work go in here. And I don't know if I talked about this in the previous 3 videos here. But we have our environmental rewards. So right now we're getting 73% of our earnings with e-buses come back to us as a bonus, which is a little interesting because like our earnings on tickets here, that's not 73% of that. So I'm not sure where that number is coming from or what's going on with it. Capital Bank One Arena, what do we got here? Shuttle bus for Sunday to Tuesday for 4 hours. 82 passengers an hour at an interval of 20 minutes, and it's going to pay $2,200. That does not seem like enough money for 3 days of 8-hour service, and we're probably going to have to have 2 buses right around rush hour time. Sorry, Capital One Bank Arena. But that's one of, again, the cool things about this game is like that's a real thing in Washington, D.C. I believe that's where the Capitals play for now. I thought I heard that they were maybe moving. And then the Washington, D.C. basketball team is the Wizards. I'm sorry, I'm not up on... I know hockey, but beyond that, I'm not real good at sports. So that's where we sit with that. We are making our money back. We're getting everything going here. This person hates us immensely, but we're getting other good reviews there. We're up to 3.1 stars already, which is I'm happy with that, considering we don't really have all that much going on. We still have 2 red spots, and we have a couple of things we need to work on here. The bus driver style should be coming up, and we should be a little bit better as we go here. All right, everybody seems happy right now, which is fine. Taking a look at our staff, you can see that some of our staff are incredibly stressed out, mostly our service center employees. But let's go over to bus drivers, and you can see we have some advanced, the novice ones coming along. We have several more advanced drivers now. 2 more novices, and then this one up there. So like we're doing a good job with that part of it. So I'm pretty happy that we have all of that going on, that we should be able to help out all of that. It looks like are we maxing out any of these routes? No, we're not doing anything bad at all here. So the question becomes, what do we want to do next? We definitely need to be able to carry more passengers. That gives us a lot of stuff, and it also helps us sell more tickets. So that's kind of a double win for us right there. I think I eventually want to have a bus line that starts somewhere around here, goes all the way through this, and then maybe we'll stop up at Union Station before continuing back through. Kind of like a joining of these 2 lines, or having White House West, where it's this area and maybe a little up here just to cover some additional spaces that we don't currently serve or have access to. But in order to do expansions, we need money because we know that bus stops are expensive, not that expensive, but more importantly, we need more buses and more drivers if we do something like that. Alternatively, if we zoom in here, you get an idea of points of interest, and it really helps out in kind of figuring out where you want to go with stuff. But we have points of interest that I don't believe are being covered by this. So we could have another route coming basically straight up north, comes out this way, and then just goes straight up north and goes along this route here, way up, and then we could have it come back down this street along that route. That's a possibility as well. I don't know which one we want to do there with that, but I gotta say that we're gonna need to come along here with some of our bus routes and make some more money. Although, look at our owned routes. So you can see there, these two are top. We have the clients, and then we have our own bus routes. And I mean, they're not making anywhere close to what the clients are making, but it's starting to turn around. And Brookmont line is really actually very popular right now. Oh, it's popular at certain times, not right now. All right. Money-wise, we do have the ability to take out another loan if we want at a 2.8% interest rate, which is going to add another $1,200 of debt to us. This one's $100,000 less, or excuse me, $90,000 less, but it's more expensive because the payoff time is halved, and then this one is the smallest amount of money, the highest interest rate, and it's not that different from these other ones. So I think in hopes of expanding our network, we're going to accept this. We're going to go in, hopefully find some used buses. And I want the solo buses. Do I want to eventually just go for all of these guys? I think that's what I want to do. As long as they don't need batteries, we're going to be okay. So I'll offer you 26. You rejected my offer. Of course you did. That one needs a battery, so no. That one's looks like a good deal. Just need some new brake pads, which they're going to give us a discount on. There we go. This one, oh, that's not bad. It just needs some tires and stuff, but we can afford that. And good, we got 2 new buses. We have 3 spots. We're gonna need 1 more. So let's try to get this guy here. And they accepted our offer for that. We do have a severe lack of supply when it comes to all of this. You can see there's just not a lot on our shelves. And when we go into our parts, we can see we're gonna need some new lights. We already have indicators. I think we're okay there. I'm not going to buy a battery, it's too much, but we do have new sets of tires that are needed, and we definitely have new brake pads that we need. So we're going to deliver all that stuff immediately for $2 grand, and that still leaves us with $160,000-ish to do stuff with. And then you can see these are much bigger buses, or at least they look much bigger. All right, so let's repair this bad boy. No, we don't have that stuff yet, so we need to paint it, we need to wash it, and we need to clean it. Paint, wash, clean. Paint, wash, clean. And then we'll deal with the actual things that need to be repaired on here. Like this needs new tires and new brake pads, which we'll get. They're getting delivered as we speak, so that's good. And I guess I should save this one as well, just so we can load it in here. So save it as... Okay, have that. That should go out, get washed. And we're getting to the point where we're going to need to hire more mechanics because it's taking too long to do all the simple things here. Repair-wise, you're getting tires and brake pads. This one is getting tires and brake pads and wipers. And this one is getting brake pads, and we're going to get new tires here for it very soon, but just not yet. So if I load, there we go, apply. It's not a big deal, but it takes just a little bit less time to do, and I'm a fan of saving a little bit of time if I can. I wish that, oh, this is a totally different bus, so we need to make a totally different template for it. I do wish that there was the ability to just have a default color scheme, like one that you can just click, hey, this is what my color is going to be for all of my buses. Or these are my company colors, and the bus will automatically pick those things. That would be awesome. But we need to go back to replacement parts. We need more tires, especially as we buy used vehicles. the need for all this stuff goes up. So we have that. The question I have is, what do we want to do next? Do we want to add more smaller buses or some more bigger buses? Especially if we can get used bigger buses. Like there's another one, it has a bum battery, so if we get it, I'm going to offer, yeah, I was not going to offer a lot for that one. This one here does not have a bum battery, so I'm going to see if we can get it for a little bit less. There we go. Let me pause the game here because we're going to need to expand our operations here. Go with more mediums. And we need some more charging stations for them. And let's see what's bum about this bus. Okay, so this bus is not going to be able to get onto the road anytime soon, but we can paint it. And this one's waiting on repair as well, right? Yeah, we still need tires for it. Where is it getting tires now? Oh, it was waiting on, okay, it had the little hourglass on it, my bad. We're gonna keep seeing if we can shop for some used buses. That one I'm gonna offer like nothing for, yeah. And then this one, ooh, that's a solid deal right there. Let's see if we can get it for a little cheaper. There we go. And we can get one more. I'm gonna try, again, the mileage, let's see. This one costs more money, it's in worse condition. This one needs new tires, which are expensive, but like, it's worth it. Oh, they've rejected me? That's not very nice of them. Let's see this one. This just needs new brake pads, okay. Cool. So we have a whole fleet of new buses ready to go. And we can repair that one. We definitely need new brake pads. This one is fully repaired. There's nothing wrong with that bus. And this one needs some life. Oh, we also have air conditioner failure for the first time. Yeah, you can take a break, that's fine. So we're gonna go into parts replacement. Got some more of these. We need some air conditioners. And I think we ordered a whole bunch of other stuff to come in as well, but that will be there in a certain amount of time. Because we look at the replacement parts when you buy stuff, it says it's gonna come by a certain time somewhere on here. We're used to anyway. We can see what's going on. But we're doing our job here. We have these ugly buses that are going to need to get a paint job and all that stuff here. This one also desperately needs a wash, and then we can load. We don't have a template for this one either. Goodness. Alright. So that's a good bus. This one just needs a wash and it's ready to roll. This one needs paint. This one needs paint. But we can't do anything about that now. Alright, while we're doing that, let's go ahead and establish our new bus line. So we're going to go bus routes. We're going to create a new route. We can't do anything until we have our own new route. So what we were talking about doing was going down this road. So start there maybe. And we're just going to go down this way. That's what I was talking about, right? Yeah, we're eventually going to loop back over there. So we're there. Where do I want to... Okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to go up this way and hit this road? I think that looks like a much better idea. It's going to be much more popular. Alright, we're going to start over again here. So delete that. That one's fine. Alright, and then let's see, the road that we want to head up is this one. So we're just going to come straight up from there. Okay, that works. You can see there's definitely a lot of stuff going on around this area, and our points of interest is quite large, which is excellent because that's going to mean that we hopefully have lots of riders, and we cover a lot of buildings. We have over 4,000 buildings, 500 something points of interest. We should be able to cover a lot of people here without too much problem. I'm not going to continue all the way up yet. Maybe if we have a chance to expand to the north, we'll do that down the road here. But I want to try to get some more points of interest. and kind of close in this loop. So we can get back to where we were. So we'll get that one, then you can go there, and then there, there. There, and we're just trying to come all the way back down here. There, there, and there. All right, I'm cool with that. I'm not sure why you'd take this cut over as opposed. Oh, I know. Hold on. Not a smart person all the time. Leave me alone. Okay, so we want to be at this one, and then we're gonna come down to like that spot, and then we can connect into that spot. Okay, that looks like a better route. Mostly, why? Whatever. Waiting for our intervals. Ooh, this is good. This is good. We haven't had an interval that starts quite that high. And you can see up here as we adjust the times, we can see how many buses are needed to run. So we need at least 3 buses for that. If we run them every 15 minutes, we need 4 buses. So we're gonna leave it at 20, I think. So that we need 3 buses for the current timetable, and I'm cool with that. And if we wanted to, we can decrease this time down as well, maybe 45 minutes, because I mean there's decent demand there. We'll run them every 30 minutes, and we'll see how that goes. So let's go back into here. That was route 5, so let me very quickly again. What do we want to call this? Northwest or northeast, excuse me. I can't make up my mind with that. But we have the White House there, so we're gonna call it Northeast White House because everything after that we can reference off of Union Station. So we'll do that. So let's go back into the routes here. All right, we're gonna solve this. Okay, there we go. All right, and then we can assign stuff to those. Did I name it? Yeah, I did. Okay. It just took a while to update on there. All right. So that's going to be some of our larger buses, I think. And hopefully we'll have parts come in for these buses that need to be repaired soon as well. Alright, so you need to be painted still. And we also need to upgrade all of the buses. This one still needs tires and brake pads. And a bunch of other stuff that hopefully we'll get in here real soon. Oops, I forgot I can just apply my template, I think. Okay, we're waiting on some of the repairs for that one. But these last few spots we're not going to have anything set up yet because I don't think we're going to be able to use them yet. Although this one's ready to go. That's fine, that's fine. This one is not fine because it needs paint, but other than that I think it's ready to roll. So really this guy is our last problem bus, I think, that needs to go out. So this guy, yeah, they're all in decent condition. Just this one that is not. Alright, and we still have a little bit more cash. Let's load in, there we go. See how we doing. Okay, they're not happy with their driving style. I'm fine with that though. Oh, we got some new research points for what? Oh, because we completed a certain percentage of the map. So you can see that now we're at 25%. We can increase our range, absolutely, and we can spend time doing reducing fuel consumption because it doesn't matter. It's not a thing that costs us anything. We just have to get to a certain level of map usage. So we are occupying 25% of this map already, which is pretty cool. I mean, this area here, this route in particular, took up a big chunk of that. I'd like to get a little bit more detailed of a route, maybe somewhere over here coming up and going through this and then joining onto this line coming back down. I think that's a potential good idea, but there's lots of things in this game that it takes. Again, this game's a slow burn. It takes a little while to get things up to speed in this game, and being able to go in and get one of these other setups where we need to kind of build quickly to be able to pass some of these goals, but we also, it takes a while. If you take a look at our bus routes, I can see the capacity stuff here. It takes a while to fill those up, but we at least are making money on all of them. White House East not doing so great, but White House North looking great. White House Northeast making profit, and then we have our Brookmont and Reagan lines. We're doing good with those. See, we do not have some of these parts in yet. Hopefully they're coming soon. And we know the air conditioner's bad on that bus. It needs to be repaired. There we go. We have our parts coming now. Then we'll be able to go through and fix that bus up and get it out and running. We still have a lot of buses home right now because it's the weekend and we have a different schedule on the weekends, which I don't know how much that impacts our bottom line. It looks like there's a $5,000 drop there from one day to the next. But again, that could be because we just spent more stuff. We did have less revenue, but not $5,000 less revenue. It's about $900 less revenue. So we spent more money in other places. Although this game is weird in how it keeps track of all that stuff. So I'll leave that as it is. We can see our expenses were more. And our income was, oh, that's okay. That's the difference. The expenses were $1,000 more, but again, it's a difference of $5,000. I don't understand. Maybe I'm just not that smart. Well, no, not maybe. I am most definitely not that smart. But it's kind of fun to just see what's going on with that, and kind of try to figure out why the game does what it does sometimes. See if we have any new good used buses out there. Looks like we do. We have this one, which needs some new brake pads and does not currently have an air conditioner. It needs to be cleaned, but it's good savings. This one is even better. It needs a new air conditioner. It doesn't have an air conditioner, but everything else is fine. It has the tires that it needs, so we need to drop that price a bit. And yeah, I kind of figured they'd reject us on that one. Let's see if we can drop that down. Hey, they accepted that one. Cool. And we have an unexpected delay because, of course, we do. All right, let's take a look at this guy. We're gonna send the paint store, wash, clean, upgrade, and we're gonna get some new brake pads on you too there, pal. I don't know why there's delay. What's the problem? We have everything. White House Northeast. I'm gonna give it some bigger buses just because the route is significantly longer than most of our other stuff, and I think bigger buses might just help that out. I'm not really sure if it does or not, but we'll see. We also still haven't unlocked like double-decker buses or articulated buses. We do have one current broken bus, which we know about. It's facing an unexpected delay, but hopefully it'll get going here soon and we'll be in good shape. White House East still struggling. North, I'm assuming the Northeast one's gonna come close to that relatively soon as well, but that's just my guess. White House North, yeah, you're gonna get a bigger bus. And what I think I want to do eventually here is the medium buses. I want them to come out this way, so I can't go there. It's gonna have to be like that, I think. Brookmont's gonna get one of those. I don't know if I want to have the street go this way and then put in rows going kind of opposite of this. So if this is going east-west, I want northwest rows too, or north-south ones, excuse me. But I don't know if that makes sense right now. Public utilities. Oh, awesome. So apparently there's a fault in the entire electricity system, and repair could take several hours, but none of our buses are going to be able to charge at this point. Don't worry though, because we can wash our buses and use that without any problems whatsoever. Which is always one of my favorite things. Is, they say that the power's out, but we can do all the things we need. If we take a look, ooh, actually, the signs are out. I didn't notice that. That's a really cool detail. That there's just no power. Super interesting, but this one still works. So there's definite details and thoughts and cool kind of attention to detail, and then there's some things that are just giant whiffs, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the interesting thing to take a look at and see if kind of what's going on with each thing. But that's hilarious. All right, Brook Mountain Line's gonna go out with the bigger bus. You can see our buses are not charging, and the screens. It's so cool. That's so cool. I'm very excited that this happened. Their computer monitors are off. Oh, it's so cool. How about if we're in the research area? Yeah, that's super cool. And you notice we're not being able to sell stuff right now? They're complaining about, oh no, they can still buy stuff. Maybe our POS system, that's point of sale, folks, is battery based or something along those lines. And you can see the buses get dirty when you need them, and see if they do need to be washed every so often. All right, but we are doing a good job here. As we got new mail here. Good, I'm glad you're happy. Route stats, we're coming along on these. Brookmont's still a problem, still a little too popular for some times, which is shocking. But yeah, this game allows you to get really into the weeds of stuff if you really want to. So if I go in and take a look at like one of our own ones, so White House East, if I go to edit the route, I can change that, which is not a big deal. Yes, I want to discard all the changes. But if I go back in there and go to show timetable, I can go in and edit each one of these times for each one of the stops. So if I go to edit timetable, I have advanced settings, and I can say, hey, the departure, they're going to be at this station for 4 minutes, and you can really fine tune all of this stuff. Break after tour, no, we don't need to do that. We can do custom times or driving intervals. It's really fascinating. You can get very, very detailed in there if you'd like. Not something I'm super into yet. I'm still learning the ins and outs of the game, especially of how to grow things at a reasonable rate without taking 75 years, which it feels like it's going to do sometimes. But yeah, we can go through and get this stuff made and built and all of that without really any problems. It's just, again, you gotta really think about what you want to do and your end goals, and then you gotta figure out how to afford them, because this game, again, takes forever with all this stuff. But I think our buses are charging now. Let's clean that one. What needs to be repaired on there? That's okay. But we do have a lot of replacement parts in place now. I'm gonna try to make sure we have like 6 of each. I don't think it's an unreasonable number. And I think our warehouse should be able to support that. So each one of those parts, takes up a box. So there's 6 shelves, or 3 shelves with 2 each, so 6 items per shelf. So we should be able to get that, no problem, taken care of. Let's see, can we want to build? Get some more small bus spots. And let's see if we can get a bus for $16,000. I mean, if we were getting one of these guys, yeah, we could be just plumping through these things and getting all of them. But you can see there's a lot more you have to do. In addition to the tires and the brake pads, you also have the V-belt and the oil, and then engine. So if we look at the cost of this stuff, the engine is $5,000 cheaper than the battery. We have a V-belt and oil, and those have to be changed more often, and you have to pay for the gasoline, which is more expensive. And as we may see here, some time down the road, it can also be very, very variable as far as how the gasoline prices are set up in this game. They're super random, and it's kind of fun to watch. But what I really want to get is one of these guys. Ooh, that one. Oh, heck yeah. Look, we need new tires and brake pads, but for $13,000? Can't beat that. That's a great deal. So let's go ahead and we're going to get it painted. We're going to get it repaired with new tires and new brake pads. We're going to wash it. We're going to clean it. We're going to upgrade it. It's going to be a beautiful time, but I'm shocked we got a bus for $13,000 that needed some new tires. Again, tires are $500. It doesn't sound unreasonable. So we're up to 14,000 by the time we get all the repair stuff to it. I'm totally cool with that. And this is one of the reasons why I like to try to put all this stuff together if I can. And you see that I hit paint, then the kind of the repair and then the outside. So they're kind of all in line with each other, and the bus can stay down here and not drive back here, get dropped off, then drive back here, and then drive there. It should just stay in that general area. If you put them close and click on them in order, it helps it work out a whole bunch better. But I think that's going to wrap us up here for today. Our bus fleet is most definitely expanding. I am very happy with how this looks and what is going on with it. But folks, that's going to wrap us up here for today. I'll see you next time on another episode of City Bus Manager. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.